Hello, Proxy Table Gaming here. I am alongside Lucky Sixes.
Salutations.
I'm sure you've done that.
Salutations.
I'm sure you've done that.
Salutations, one and all.
Yeah, okay.
What are we on? Like 40 odd. Come on, Nick.
45.
There's not that many ways to. But salutations, everyone and all. One and all.
Yeah.
Definitely not done that one.
Well, you've kind of ruined it already now. So, right, we've got a nice little white borderline going. That's a bit new, isn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry about that. We don't know whether that's intentional or not.
We're mixing it up.
Yeah.
Mixing it up.
Every video comes out differently.
You were expecting black. Oh no, we give you white.
Yes. So our last battle was at a kind of new place, Stony Stratford, where we've gone for a few battles. And, on the same night that you played against Tony, didn't you? That first night.
Yeah.
I played against West with my Saurian list. He was bringing Orcs and Goblins, so very familiar with Orcs and Goblins. But I'm trying out a Saurians list, which I'm hoping will be a good one. Obviously, that is the deployment and objectives. Refuse flank, spoils of war. And we've gone with a whole new list screen.
We are evolving, as you said.
Yes.
It's a revolution. PTG.
Yeah, and fittingly, it's Orcs and Goblins coming up first.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Orcs and Goblins list that West had. Feel free to pause it and have a little look, and we'll explain it in more as we go through the actual battle. And then we have my Saurians list. And as I mentioned, this is a new list that I'm trying to kind of perfect, ready for a tournament in the future.
Way in the future.
Way in the future. And so I haven't really given Saurians much love over the last few months, especially in the tournament scene. So I'm kind of bringing out my Saurians for a battle or two or three. And we have deployment. It was diagonal, obviously. And so at the bottom, we've got, they're not salamanders, they're actually spearbacks.
Both spearbacks.
Both spearbacks. I don't own spearbacks. I own one spearback, actually. You can see him in a minute. That's some spearbacks there. We have a unit of skink bows, and they have a skink captain in with them, and also a Kaiman. Kind of a bunker for the captain, but mainly shooting and scoring and that. This big unit is kind of what it's all about, really. The Temple Guard unit with the Coatl, who is the General and BSB. Obviously, a lot of points in that, so I'm hoping that I can keep that going. In front of them, I've got two units of Snake Swarms, which everyone who knows Saurians knows that they're a bit of a pain in the backside going against them.
DTs.
Yes, dangerous terrains, love it. And next to them, I've got another unit of Spearbacks. On the hill is a Taurosaur with a Skink Priest, who is Wizard Adept Shamanism. And on the far side, I've got a unit of Saurian Warriors with Spears and Jaguar Totem and Banner of Speed. So they're movement 6 Saurian Warriors, which is kind of cool. Really like that. Got Spoils of War, so 3 tokens out to grab. Let's see what the Orcs have got. So this is after West has moved forward his Nasha wrecking teams, of which there are 2. I don't like that at all. Not, very scared of those. We've got a row of war machines. We've got 2 Git launchers, that one and that one, and then a Skua. In front of them, we've got a unit of Feral Orc Boar Riders, 5. This is his general on a chariot with a whole load of stuff, and he's pretty beefy. This 3 Goblin Wolf Chariots with huge amount of impact hits and high movement. I mean, I love that unit. If I had those models,
it's a 3d6 plus 3.
3d6 plus 3,
That's
strength
nice.
5 impact hits. It's incredible for anything with Goblin in the title.
Yeah.
So, I'd love to play that in my Orcs and Goblins army if I could. Then again, we're Proxy Table Gaming, so
we can
do what we like. Big unit of Feral Orcs in there with a Mammoth Stabber, and behind them is a Scuttler Spider, Goblin King a huntsman spider, sorry, and he's got all sorts of tools to help him be killy. Then you got Gargantula, which obviously everyone knows is an awesome unit, and another unit of Feral Orc Ball Riders. So there's that.
So who deployed first?
That's a good question.
And went down and stuff. Well, how did the deployment go?
Can't really remember, really. I mean, I know that I was quite happy with my deployment. I mean, I'm quite symmetrical in this part of it. But I think, I know that West gets first turn. So I think he dropped somewhat before me.
Yeah.
I did deploy these guys first. I know that. And then he might have deployed straight off from there, actually.
Okay.
Because, I remember not necessarily liking this for obvious reasons. But I did like having my spears opposite a big, nasty monster. Yeah, did like that. So we'll see how we go.
It's actually moving forward a bit, is it? Or
Yeah,
just an overshot.
About to move the forest, I think, because he's about to move his models into it. Oh, what's going on here?
Has he marched? Dangerous terrain through the forest?
Yes, he has. Yeah, so cool.
Come on, man, I wasn't there.
No, you were there. You were on the other side. You were next to me. Yes, so it looks like the Ball Riders have gone to grab the objective, the spoils of war, and turned in a big wheel and lost one to dangerous terrain, like he said. While the Gargantula has gone into the forest to threaten my
Is he covering
Saurian
the flank
warriors.
as well?
Yes, he is, yeah. So a pretty cool little move. I mean, I was quite happy with the Saurian spears to take on the Gargantula by hook or by crook.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that turns out. The Goblin King is a very nasty character. Our good friend, Chaihammer.
Good friend.
He doesn't know that we're good friends with him, but we
are.
Everyone loves Chaihammer. He plays one of those. Can't remember what he's called, but yeah. And there's a bit of movement up from the Feral Orcs as well. He's moved on to his magic phase, got a spell in, flux card in there. And that's his other side. So he's moved up the Goblin Chariots to threaten as well.
So his other one didn't go very far then?
No, that guy didn't go very far at all, but this guy went, ooh. Yep. Cool. So that was nice. He summons a totemic summon, and that is using my own favourite spell against me. How dare he?
Blimey.
I know.
And you let it off?
I don't know whether I let it or whether it got through. I think he probably just got it through because at this range, shamanism probably isn't that threatening to me.
Yeah.
I think he got that through, and it's right in front of my skink bows. So I'm not liking that at all. Then he starts doing some shooting at my spearbacks. Does 1 wound with a skewerer because he hits on a 5. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, so I was kind of lucky to only get away with taking 1 wound there, to be honest. But still, skewerer hitting is a real bonus. And then he drops a lop. Rocks a lop. No, drops a rock from a git launcher, or drops a goblin actually, on top of the spearbacks and kills one.
Oh, like a goblin.
Landing on top of you. Not at that pace, screaming very loudly.
Much pace.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that causes my spearbacks to run away.
Oh no!
Yep. So, cold-blooded, discipline 6 because I'm not in general's range. Off the board. Yeah.
Oh,
they're gone. So I was planning on peppering one of those wrecking teams with some spines and spikes from their spearbacks, but not so much now. Yeah. He drops the other rock on top of the temple guard, kills 3. So that's like 90 points of temple guard.
Yes, a lot. Yeah, that's good.
So
he's hit with everything.
So he's hit with all 3 war machines there. Just saying that now, not a sign of things to come.
No.
And he does his breath weapon with the totemic summon, which I think is really cool. Until that point, I don't think every time I've played the totemic summon, I don't think I've ever spawned him and used his breath weapon ranged before.
Okay.
I'd always up until that point used it in combat, which is So when he did this, I was like, that's cool.
That's a nice idea. Yeah. Only killed 3 there.
Only killed 3, so I kind of got away with it. But oh no, that's right. I think the Kaiman took a few
Oh, did he?
Sucked up quite a lot.
Does he take a...
Yeah, you have to randomise who the hits are on, and the Kaiman took up a few of the hits. Obviously, this is now into my turn, and I've moved the Saurian warriors up into the forest.
Oh my god.
Into the forest.
You love that move. That's like, if you had the signature move,
yeah,
it would be moving a steadfast unit.
I don't even need to move into the forest. There's room there. But I haven't charged him, obviously, because I want to gain the benefit from my extra AP and stuff. So, but I am in the forest.
Oh my god.
Taurosaur moves up to threaten on the flank. I did think about a flank charge because I was re-rolling my charge range.
Yeah.
But I wasn't overly comfortable with it in case I failed. I just wanted to support, basically, this turn round. I've moved the spearbacks up to kind of hide behind the forest while also threatening his units. And my little unit of snake swarms moves in front of his big infantry block.
Yeah.
So, loving that. Just speed bumping them. The other one has kept in front of the temple guard because I'm kind of like waiting for stuff to come through. I did some shots, I believe, with my skink bows and didn't do any wounds to the totemic summon.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Oh, no, hang on. That can't be right.
Oh, yeah. We're on magic, you see.
So maybe that's just a picture of that flank. No, I think I've reformed, haven't I? I've done a reform or something because the Kaiman's over there now. Yeah. I don't really know why I did that, but hey. Cast lightning van braces. Let's see what I did that on. No idea.
it clearly was important.
Yeah. Oh no, that isn't even lightning van braces. I don't have lightning van braces.
Oh,
that's Oaken Throne.
Oh, I can see why it was confusing.
Yeah, I definitely got confused by that. I think you had Oaken Throne in the battle you were in.
Yeah, probably.
So you were stealing Oaken Throne, so you use that instead. And I got a whole load of spells off on the Saurian warriors.
Buff-tastic.
Yeah, and that's using telepathic link of the skink priest to do a few of those.
Cool.
Obviously not Awaken the Beast, because he's got that himself. But I've got Know Thy Enemy and Guiding Light off on the Saurians.
Yeah.
So the Saurians now are going to be attacking before the Gargantula.
Ooh, okay.
Which is cool. And I've also chosen the plus strength on the Awaken the Beast. I don't know which round I got those, but I'm going attacking.
Aggressive.
So if the Gargantula decides to charge me, I'm attacking first, and I'm wounding on 5s with lots of AP.
Yeah.
But I am in the forest.
You are.
So now I think I'm shooting, and I've done 1 wound to the totemic summon.
Still not great.
It's not great, but I mean you wouldn't expect it. I did whiff with the with the wildfire burst, which actually has a chance of doing something. But the others are all wounding on 6s.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, and having known that, I blatantly should have just charged it. You know, I mean, I don't know. Did I think I was going to be able to shoot that to death? I don't know.
I think shooting him is better because otherwise he's got 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shoot him now, and then he's only got 2 wounds in combat that you got to kill, and you'll probably go first or whatever.
Yeah.
So no, that's the right thing to do.
Okay. Well, thank you for that reassurance.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've killed 5 feral orcs with my spearbacks.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love that. I'm loving the range that spearbacks have. And there's a 1.
Shooting your bow.
Oh yes, that's my great bow. Yeah, so that was another reason why I didn't go for the charge as well. Yeah. So I thought I might be able to plink a wound on the spider, but alas, that failed.
Yep.
Okay, and we're on to West's turn 2. And each declares a charge with his Goblin King on the spearbacks. Now, I can't flee that because of the spearbacks stand and shoot rule.
Okay.
And West is counting down his wounds.
2 wounds, 3 wounds. 2
yeah.
Wounds.
Yeah.
How many wounds, yeah?
3 wounds total.
God.
In fact, that makes me think maybe the Totemic Summon took 2 wounds. Because he had a 1 next to it.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
So maybe I did 2 wounds with shooting. So, but anyway, either way. So the Goblin King takes 2 wounds from the stand and shoot. And as well as that, he fails the charge.
Oh,
so that is a result for the spearbacks. Yeah.
What AP under the spearbacks?
2.
Okay.
Strength 4, AP 2.
Was he 1 up, just to 3 up?
Yeah, he had everything. And I think he even had a Aegis save. Can't really remember.
Ah.
So that was incredible. He just rolled really badly for his save. So very lucky on my part. But
good work.
even more so that he failed the charge. Didn't hold back
Didn't
with
fail the
Gargantua.
charge. Yeah.
No, yeah, he's coming in. I mean, we had discussed that the Saurians were attacking first, so it wasn't like it was a secret little ploy of mine. I'd managed to get those spells off, and West was aware of that situation.
Just wants to beat you in combat, doesn't he?
Exactly.
Because you're not steadfast.
I am in the forest, so there's that. And this is all kinds of horrible for me. The Totemic Summon comes in via random movement. That's obvious. That's going to happen. But the Goblins needed. Let me see. What's he got on those dice up there? Are they the dice?
It's like 4, 5, 2.
Yeah. So I thought it was longer than a 9, but it seems
like
9. They are movement 9s, and so
diagonally a bit closer naturally.
Exactly. So it was. I suppose that's kind of an average charge for Swift Stride, actually. But it felt like it was a long charge, and it wasn't something I'd prepared for, which I was kind of gutted about.
Stand and shoot against him?
I think I did, but I didn't do anything.
Right.
So, yeah.
Gutted.
Yeah, so now I'm going to get 3d6 plus 3 strength 5 impact hits coming in, plus the Totemic Summon. It's not going to be pretty. And I was gutted about that because, I did choose to shoot the Totemic Summon. I could have avoided the Goblins.
Yeah.
I could have just done something. But anyway, we're in that situation now.
Which frees them up.
These guys are moving forward, and I now have no range to do anything with them.
Oh, God.
In terms of shooting.
At least they're over that side.
Yeah, they're over there still for now. And his Boar Riders have now moved up towards this Spoil of War. Going for that. He manages to get a spell, Swarm of Insects.
So he doesn't charge in.
Doesn't charge into my Snake Swarms, which I was a little bit disappointed about, but I was delighted that the missile didn't kill them.
Yeah.
Because, if you just
have 8 wounds, isn't it?
It's 10 wounds on that unit.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah. All you need is 1 wound left, and the opponent's still taking that same amount of dangerous terrains.
Yeah.
So anything they soak up is awesome, and he's just as effective. Just 1 base he left. So that's cool. He now goes on to shooting, and he's done 2 wounds to my Taurosaur with the Git launcher.
Blimey.
I can't remember which one. There might be further pictures of further shooting. But it might be even all shooting combined.
How many wounds do you have? 6?
6 wounds total. So, yeah.
A third.
That was possibly the consequence of not getting him into combat.
Sure,
but, even more so because I've got Spirit of the Stampede, so I've got 2d6 plus 1 rerollable impact hits. So maybe, knowing that the Great Bow missed, that could have been a better charge. Yeah. 2020, as Once Bitten says.
Yeah, a very
good friend, yes. We're just going to quote everyone.
Our good friend.
Yeah, even though, yeah.
So Kaiman's dead.
Kaiman dies in the combat.
Impact hits?
Yeah, possibly. Do you have to randomise them? I think you probably do.
Yeah.
Kaiman dies, and a whole load of skinks die. And then more die from the actual combat. Totemic Summon goes down, though, which is great. I think my character must have done that, because there's no way my skinks are going to do it. Well, obviously, I've done nothing to the Goblin Wolf Rider. Oh, well, clearly we've moved on. But I believe I am steadfast. So...
Chariot's not 3?
Yeah, no, maybe I am not steadfast.
So you should have.
Well, we'll see. I kind of know in my head what happened, but there might be a picture.
Ooh.
So I'm not giving it away just yet. Yeah, so that's obviously gone horribly wrong anyway.
Yes.
Killed the summon, but he's not worth any points. So.
Getting masked.
Now, you remember the old Gargantula versus Saurians
where you're in the forest.
Where I'm in the forest. I'm attacking first with my Saurians, and I got to Awaken the Beast for a +1 strength, so I'm only wounding on 5s.
You're building up
instead of 6s. I've kind of already revealed the picture, so if you were quick, then you already know what's coming. No, you weren't quick. Okay, good. This is my wounding roll on the spider.
Oh, bloody hell. And your AP lots.
AP loads, because he charged me.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I
So before it even attacks.
Before the spider even attacks.
You lucky
I have
boy.
smooshed that spider to
lucky,
bits.
Lucky boy.
Yep.
How many wounds did you do though? For 8. You did 12 wounds.
Yeah, 12 wounds.
How many attacks do you have? 24?
No, let's see. 6,
4.
12. Yeah, 25 attacks because he's completely getting everyone in.
12 wounds. So you're hitting on.
I was hitting on 3s because I've got +2 offensive skill up. I'm re-rolling 1s, so that's pretty 16, good.
18 go through,
and then wounding on 5s. So I should have had 6. It shouldn't have been enough to kill a character.
But no, fair play.
Kill a gargantuan.
Happy days.
Yeah, oh yeah. Obviously, West
and that
was
his
gutted,
turn.
but that was his turn. He's charged into that, and I was
so
completely removed.
How do you?
Gargantuan.
I
overrun. No, I can't have overrun. This must be my turn. It is my turn because I've moved the Taurosaur. Yes.
Not fancy going for his ferals?
No, because I got other plans for that.
Okay.
I think what I was thinking is that I didn't want to be in the forest for that charge.
Okay.
Basically.
Because you've learnt your lesson.
I've learnt my lesson. Yeah. I mean, I'm really hoping I didn't overrun. Because I didn't charge. I can't have done. Because the Taurosaur has moved.
Yeah. He's moved out.
This is definitely my turn too.
For sure.
Yeah. So we're okay. And I didn't choose to do that. I think maybe I couldn't see them.
We could have if you.
I was in the forest.
After combat.
Yeah. Anyway, I did that.
Yeah.
Stop querying it.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I know. You're making me all.
I'm here to test you.
Indeed, you are.
And you're making sure he is in the front arc.
Yes, moving the spearbacks up to try and shoot the Goblin King away.
Yeah, and stand and shoot as well.
Well, if needs be, yeah.
Cool.
Still Oaken Throne. Yeah, get that right this time. And the Temple Guard. So that does show you what happened to the Skinks. The Skinks. Yeah. So basically, this is my turn 2. So what happened was the Goblins destroyed the Skinks, and the chariots overran, pursued, and clipped the Temple Guard.
To get a free charge?
To get a free charge, and obviously you redo that into the flank. So that is now 3d6 plus 3, strength 5, impact hits on the Temple Guard. Now.
He now doesn't care about
the Goblins. They have done an awesome job. Yeah. So that's why, even more so, I should have sorted out those Goblin chariot charge a bit better. Because I'm going to suffer a lot of wounds from that. Yeah, so, oh dear. I'll get a load of spells off on the Saurian warriors. Know thy enemy again. So I've got +2 agility and offensive skill.
Waiting for the chariot characters to come in.
Yeah, and I've moved out of the line of sight of the Goblin King, of course, because I think he would munch me a bit. Spearbacks remove the Goblin King. It's going so well at the moment.
Spearbacks.
Apart from the Goblin chariots, these spearbacks are doing amazing. So Goblin King deleted. And of course, that's the impact hits, which could have been worse. Yeah, fine. Wounding on 3s. I do have not much of an armor actually. What we think about it, yeah. But yeah, that's impactful hits. I reform, and that's my total casualties. I didn't take 6 more from goblins.
You didn't do many wounds then?
Didn't do many wounds. There is a dice there. I can't really see how many it is, but I certainly didn't do a lot to him. Yeah. But I haven't reformed. I've got the buffer of these snake swarms, so I don't have to worry about a flank charge from the feral orcs or anything like that.
They give you something, did they?
What's that?
Snake swarms give you something?
No, I'm saying they're kind of redirecting the feral orcs.
Oh, right, okay.
So the feral orcs can't come into my flank and screw me over. So I'm happy to do that reform. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to smash them to pieces for their trouble they've caused me. So there's a nice little overview of the situation as we go into West's turn 3. Oh, you see, there you go. I've redirected the
and you got spearbacks as well.
So. I got my spearbacks and I've got the other snake swarms.
Yeah, sweet.
So there is that. He does indeed charge the general into the Saurian warriors. Unfortunately, now I'm out of the forest, so I'm hoping that I can maybe do some damage and also hold the general in place for a little bit, perhaps. Oh no, they're moving closer.
So close.
And the Boar Riders have now got the spoils of war, and there you are.
Oh yeah.
with a dragon, Knight of Roma, by the looks of it.
Oh
A
yeah.
few Knights of Roma.
Can't remember this. Oh no, that's Herald business.
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
Oh
Okay.
god.
Yeah.
Skip.
It's all right. We've done that battle.
Can't-
People have seen that battle.
Oh god.
He does indeed
Magic?
manage to kill off the snake swarm, but I'm fine with that. He's still refusing the charge.
Yeah.
I suppose it's keeping that unit in the middle. I'm okay with that while I'm dealing with the other stuff.
Yeah, sure. Hold them up. Did really well. 2 turns, boy.
Definitely, and I've got another unit of that to come. Magic or shooting. This is shooting because it's the Git launcher. He's getting revenge on the spearbacks here, and kills off a spearback. I think this must be more than one war machine shooting because obviously did 2 wounds to it the first time round and then killed one the second time round.
Yeah.
So the war machine's still hitting well.
Doing well, yeah.
Because they got 2 wounds on the Taurosaur last time. They got these this time. Killed a load of Temple Guard and spearbacks the first time.
Yeah.
Another wound on the Taurosaur as well from
Another good
war
round.
machine.
Yeah,
So 3 rounds of good war machines. And then we have this combat.
You kill them off.
I kill them off.
Yeah.
Smash them to pieces. Only lose 1 in return. They're only goblins now. So there you go. Master of Earth. Can't really remember what that is.
You seem to have a wound on your collateral.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. That's interesting. Maybe I've miscast at some point.
Alright.
Whatever. He's all right.
Whatevs. You got Oaken Friend. I don't know where I meant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gone.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the wound's gone now. I don't know
So
what that was.
it's just going to be your turn, so you've reformed to be like that.
Yep, I've reformed. It's going to be my turn, so these guys aren't moving. But I'm very aware that is now a run
Close.
within
Yeah.
random movement range. So it's kind of scary.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking, get the hell away from them.
Absolutely.
This is after the combat.
Impact hits.
Impact hits plus the general.
Yeah.
It hurts. Lots of
Are you doing anything
Saurian
to him?
warriors. I will tell you in a moment. No, not really.
Oh.
But I hold. I do not flee because I'm steadfast, so that is a bonus.
And then...
And then into my turn, I'm going to charge the Boar Riders.
Yep.
So I think basically what Wes decided with that was he couldn't get them away from the Taurosaur enough to take it out of action.
Sure, yeah.
So he basically just turned around and said, fine,
You can have him. Yeah.
you can have him. My Taurosaur can't take the Spoil of War. The only
you
unit
can stop
over there
them,
that can is the Saurian Warriors, but I need to take it off the Boar Riders, obviously.
Yep.
There's that. The other jungle swarms, snake swarms, have just stood in front of them. There's 3 of them this time.
Take 2.
Exactly. And the Temple Guard have legged it as far away as they can from these guys.
Yep.
I am doing sort of a wide circle towards the Spoils of War. I haven't forgotten about the objectives, but it's kind of like...
Get out of there.
Yeah, definitely. And the spearback, the one remaining, is hiding in the forest.
Cool.
And there is that.
Yeah, not looking too bad on this side.
No, 3 wounds on the Taurosaur, but it's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Okay, Fireball goes off on the Feral Orcs, and I think I kill a few, can't really remember.
Yeah.
Trying to whittle them down a bit so that when my Temple Guard eventually go in. I got Spectral Blades off on the Saurian Warriors for Lethal Strike and reroll to wound.
On the higher version.
Yeah, on the higher version. So that's interesting, that is. And the Spearback does a couple of wounds on the Feral Orcs as
Plinking
well.
away.
I believe. Yeah,
Plink,
just
plink,
trying to
plink.
reduce their numbers, really. Because I'm thinking the Temple Guard are going to go back in the
Eventually,
middle.
yeah. Eventually,
so
that's
that
gonna
combat
happen.
is going to happen. And I want to make it so that I want it to happen.
Ovs.
He destroys them with his impact hits, I think. No contest, really. Did I overrun off the board? Because, I mean, I wanted to keep him alive from the war
But let's go
machine,
back
so-
to... Whoa, you can't leave us on this picture and talk about something else. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know the answer, though.
I think you're reformed. I don't know.
You reckon?
Get to the next one.
We'll carry on. We'll find out in a minute.
What's happened?
What on earth is going on? Oh, this is what you're excited about.
Oh my god.
You saw this one.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be an Orc General
It
there.
caught my eye that they were not fighting anymore.
Yeah. I mean, how on earth it happened, I don't really know. But...
Because you're not going first, are you?
No.
So you fluffed.
He fluffed completely.
And then you lethal striked him.
I lethal striked him. Not to kill him. Didn't kill him.
Oh.
I ran him down.
Bloody hell, these guys.
Swift stride, and I ran him down.
These guys.
Yeah, and obviously the snake swarms are just in front of these guys, so they're not a threat.
So you're safe.
So I've now managed to spear back his Goblin King and Saurian Warrior.
Well, making a case for man of the match.
Oh, totally. These Saurian Warriors are amazing. I'm just combining words today. It's great, isn't it? These guys still move up. They're really hunting the Temple Guard, but they're not getting it. So they're giving me more time. This is cool. This is into West turn 4. I guess no, don't get Spectral Blade. He gets a Totemic Summon up on them, near them. So that'll be.
It's quite cool. What's that one? Is it rats?
Yes. I don't know what that model is.
It's a cool model, though.
Yeah, very cool. I think it's like an orc with something. I don't know.
Really cool.
Yeah. I get.
No, it's him.
No, yes, it's his turn. He gets Awaken the Beasts for resilience for the feral orcs to give them a bit of protection against my onslaught. Because he knows I'm targeting them to get them down. The breath weapon kills 1, and it looks like I have gone off the board with the Taurosaur, so that he can't shoot it.
Fair enough.
Instead, he shoots these.
So
that's 4 wounds done to the Saurians. So more hitting on behalf of the War Machines.
Yeah.
You know, they're hitting on 4s and 5s.
No, fair play.
And now this is 4 turns, and he's not significantly done
that's what you bought them for.
Yeah, well,
do some wounds.
Yeah, they're doing wounds. They're killing me. They're killing me.
Absolutely.
And there's how he moved the unit. So he was sort of there.
Very wicked.
Now he's gone that way.
Probably because of the cards.
Yeah. He's
just refusing to charge.
He's refusing to engage. He won't get rid of that.
Because of the DTs, he knows about it.
He knows about the DTs, definitely. I mean, I was probably saying, I've got DTs for the whole battle. So,
but you're happy.
I'm fine until I'm ready to actually do that charge. You know, I'm all right with that. And then it is on to my turn. So Taurosaur comes back on. Obviously, he can remove 6 on the turn he comes back on. So he's not going to do anything just yet.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, and I had a choice to make with the Saurian Warriors. I could have turned around and gone for the Spoil of War, which is in this corner, because the boars moved it over there. Or I could attempt to go blink, blink, blink on all his War Machines. I think I managed to get within 12 inches of that Git launcher, so that one can't shoot me. It's just the other 2 that are the threat.
Yeah.
So I was going for points over objective there. Yeah. Fireball goes off and kills a few more feral orcs, even with the increased resilience.
Sweet.
And I do 2 wounds to the. Oh no, that's going to be 1 wound actually.
Yeah.
With the spearback on the wrecking team.
Yeah.
It's crucially not enough because, like the snake swarms, he's just as effective with 1 wound left as he would be with all his wounds. And plus, he gets hard target.
He does.
So it's a tough shot, but did 1 wound. Those guys have taken the Spoil of War and they're going off to have a party with it, and that's troublesome for me. He's 1-0 up on the objectives because of that, and so because I've abandoned the one in the other corner. Really, the objectives is just for me to draw, basically. Charges his random moves is Totemic Summon in, of course. See what you can do there. Ouch! And the wrecking team hits me and goes through me, and that's a lot of damage. Obviously, he rolled very well. I've got that wound back now, so obviously,
it keeps coming and going.
Yeah. It hurt. I knew it was going to hurt.
8.
Yeah. That's a lot of points lost in there.
Is.
So yeah, that wrecking team showing why it's feared. The other one didn't quite make it, which is very thankful, but he's still coming for me. He reforms to again face the snake swarms and pulls his wizard out, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of thinking Quattle licking his froggy lips about potentially shooting him from damage, and he's done that so he can guarantee that the Saurians go down. Indeed, magic kills 1. I think that must have been Swarm of Insects doing that, which is a start. And of course, That's me pointing at the Git launcher that kills the rest of the unit.
Finishes them off. War machines.
Oh,
Orcs and Goblins have the best.
they do have the best war machines, unless it's me. In the tournament, nothing.
Yeah.
Got nothing out of my war machines. But to be fair, you know,
You
it
have
just
battles like
happens.
this.
It just
don't they, where
happens.
they
Yeah,
just do everything.
they completely
No,
smashed me.
cool.
So the Saurian warriors are dead. And this is where I decided in my turn 5 to take a gamble. So in his turn 4, clearly up there, he's done another 2 wounds to my Taurosaur.
But you've killed him off.
But I have killed him off.
So he's on 1 wound.
He's on 1 wound left.
With those war machines.
This is bottom of the 5th, so my turn 5. I declared a charge. I knew that the other wrecking team was coming in. I needed a 7 to make that charge.
Yeah.
I had to charge the snake swarms in as well. I don't think I had to, but I chose to. That might be another one of my shouldn't have charged them
I
things.
don't think you should have.
Yeah.
It gives them combat res.
Because it gives combat res to the Feral Orcs, potentially.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. But I don't think I'd learned my lesson at that point.
Okay.
So, yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure that even though we've recorded this in the other order, I think this battle was before the battle where I learned that lesson.
Fair enough.
Anyway, doesn't really matter too much. But I got the charge off on the jungle swarms, and I did not get this charge. And that was really annoying because I just stumbled forward a very small amount, and this wrecking team is still right there. So yeah, not great. I moved the spear back over there so that when the snake swarms go down, well, I think it is actually to try and shoot the wrecking team.
Yeah.
And I've moved the Taurosaur to face these guys so that he can hopefully help if he survives it. Hey, Oaken Throne's still there. They die horribly because they would.
Yeah.
Although I do a few wounds. I mean, that unit is depleted.
Yeah.
So get in there. Wrecking team comes through.
Only
Of
just
course
3
it
this
does.
time.
Only just 3. So it shows you how random
Yeah.
that roll is. The other one thankfully goes off in that direction. So
Because it's random now.
because it's random now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. So I'm left with a few Temple Guard, but certainly not as many. We're both depleted on our main unit. There he goes. Off he goes. And that is going into... No, that's West's turn 5 is ongoing at the moment. And that's just how it looks at the moment. No, this is West turn 6. Sorry, isn't it?
Yeah, next.
Yeah. He puts the Totemic Summon
So
in
he
front.
doesn't charge.
No, he does not
He
charge.
just
He
moves
doesn't
on.
charge. He moves back, in
Okay.
fact. He doesn't want to move and get that objective to make it 2-0 to him because he knows that I'll charge him and get it anyway.
Yeah.
And that would actually hand me the objective
Yeah.
if he took it and then I charged him. So he backs off knowing he's 1-0 up in objective.
Sure.
Brings on another Totemic Summon and does it right in front of a Taurosaur. So
Yeah.
the Taurosaur can't help with that final combat, if there is one. And this is him killing the
Breath
Taurosaur.
weapon.
No. Oh, no, was it?
Must be.
Yeah, I think it was. I was about to say the War Machines killed him, but I think actually you're right. He's constantly been using the Breath Weapon of the Totemic Summon. So, yeah, Taurosaur's gone down. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Linked away at him throughout the battle. And then there's this. Now, let's go back to here. Because he backed away, there's quite a distance here.
Yeah.
I'm only movement 4. I need quite a high roll.
But you got it.
I think you'd finished your battle at this point,
Yeah,
and so you'd come and watched. And I fancied the Temple Guard even with depleted numbers
Okay.
against the Feral Orcs, so I declared that charge, knowing I needed something high. If it didn't come off, then fine. But if it did, we're going to see what happens. Spearback goes over there to try and get some points for one of these.
Yeah.
Does a wound, but doesn't kill it. So that's a shame. No points for the wrecking
close.
teams. So anyone who says that wrecking teams, go on, they die, and you always give up their points. There's 2 wrecking teams that I didn't kill.
Absolutely.
I get a few buffs up on my Temple Guard.
Which was very useful.
Definitely. Last picture. Oh, man. We need like a warning when we get to our last picture, don't we? So, that was the last picture before the combat. Got the buffs up. It was getting quite late at night, which is why I didn't take a final picture of the final combat. But Temple Guard absolutely smashed it.
Smashed them up, bro.
Smashed up the Feral Orcs.
You're going first, ain't you?
I went first. I had rerolls to wound. I was hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Lethal strike, not that it mattered against Feral Orcs.
Nice. So they wrecked face.
Yeah, Temple Guard completely smashed it up.
And they ran?
They ran and I caught them.
Nice.
So I got a whole load of points there.
Which meant
that, in terms of points, I won 12-8. But of course, because West had been very clever with not grabbing that objective at the end and giving it to the Temple Guard, he won the objective 1-0 based on the Boar Riders running off with the Spoil of War.
Yeah.
And converted that 8-12 into an 11-9 victory.
So do you think charging them and getting their points was better than just grabbing the objective and drawing the objective?
Well, I lost enough Temple Guard to also give West half points.
Yeah.
So that was quite a lot of points given to him in doing that combat. So I haven't worked out the numbers, but potentially you're right. I possibly should have not charged and just... Actually, I might have been too far from the objective.
Oh, okay.
You
have to pick it up on the next turn, don't you?
Oh, yeah, true.
So you turn 5 is the last turn, you can pick up objectives.
Yeah, I mean, that might be more than 8 inches anyway.
Well, even if you did, you'd have to pick up on turn 7.
Exactly, which can. So I think that objective, the only way I could have got that is if I'd have taken it off the Feral Orcs, if that is even a thing.
Okay.
So it was a great battle. Well played, West. His war machines helped him out so much.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it goes sometimes. And I was really pleased with my list. I liked it a lot, and I'm going to be adapting it for the next few battles for Saurian Warriors.
Cool. And viewers will know that this is a new screen as well.
Yes, it is. We need
going along with our technology.
Yeah, it's hugely technological advances. Score screen.
Honestly.
Love it. And in case you hadn't got it, that's 9 to the Saurians and 11 to the Orcs and Goblins. I lose.
Bad luck. Oh, good game.
It was a great game and a fantastic one for my first battle at Stony Stratford. Yeah. So thanks to those guys, as we've already said, and we'll have many more battles to come. Thanks for watching. I think I've blathered on for a long time on this one. I am very sorry. You're nodding at me and shaking your head. Yeah, well, it's my battle. I can do what I want.
Exactly.
Right. Thanks very much, everyone.
See you later.